duty. We are impossible. Medeba or humum. Medeba or brabum. Baby, your source biano. Put that place in order. Sana pesa. If you're now free, don't leave confusion in the home and go. Put stuff right before you leave. Jana pesa meche. Wono yirintem. Wono mame papa ntem. If you're now free, no. Men create mess ninja honko. If there is a mess in the evening, the next morning, correct it and move. Because okwa, you will come back to that mess. Anopay, asopancha simti. Make sure so what to do with ye. And sana with one among. You fear ye. And they are did kind. Don't ignore the mess in your home and try and repair the mess in other people's home. When you come back, they will be enjoying their home and you will be weeping behind. I say, dress your bed, make your bed before you leave. Let that be a responsibility. Now, all dressing, you're not there, show to him, say, then I have to put my house together before I move. Put time to it. Your life will change this year. If you start to do these small things, that means shall. So, TV. Bye.
2023 mass wedding registration year big. Freshesiana register na join Happy FM Mass Wedding 2023 wedding na yen yebo hoka me say wedding gone obani die ne ho asisi reception baby wedding bibi bia yenka odia ne 500 Ghana cedi registration ye be Mass Wedding 2023 0249 507429 and 0244 595061 register Sia before forms so Happy FM. You make you money from out.
This is the new normal. The first malt drink with a chocolate flavor. Let's go. Make us see your five in the air. High five, Choco Malt. High five, Choco Malt. Charlie, put your five in the air. High five, Choco Malt. High five, oh yes. If you wanna be refreshed, high five, Choco Malt be the new normal. See, we breaking loose and we changing the game with the new normal. Make us see your five in the air. This be the new normal. Make us see your five in the air. This be the new normal. Make us see your five in the air. High five, Choco Malt. High five, Choco Malt. Charlie, put your five in the air. High five, Choco Malt. Oh, high five, Choco yes. Make us see your five in the air. High five, Choco Malt. High five, Choco Malt. Charlie, put your five in the air. High five, Choco Malt. High five, Choco Malt. Oh yes. High five, Choco Malt. Enjoy the malt. Feel the chocolate. Another quality product from Casapreco.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Oi, what the hell? I said, with a pants for my.
Nyansa Boakwa, Basam says you won't be trouble.
Hey, wonderful. Hey.
Wotie Nsem P.
Nyansa Boakwa, Sadia ya unimse mi fili.
Asa grobi. Esonya gro. Ewon sempi. Nyansa Boakwa trasidie. Montwe memo fidie.
Abribi a metie opani yene no. Na maye kam. Anope wonso tie no. Sanse obiara ne de asoma no. Ipacho. Enye obiara na obepe. Ompempo atie. Na fa aba ewo mu no. Na efa ball bra. Sanse mpanika se. Obiara ne ho a chiri fa wasempa kodo. Obiara ne ho. Nti obiara kasa. So ye hwan wo ye hwan. Fa wodi ewo mu. Unim dai ho bekọ akohia wo. Mensa ka Osofo Kojo Bentsir ewo menchen. One name guest ne. Enne sha se di nkomo nyine di nkomo fa okra no ofri hin. Okra no ede na eye. Okra no okwa hin. Okra no na se de ne sen. Okra no ye den. Na obecheche se ne okra no ne nipadua no omo eye adwuma fa. We free might say ochechiri yi mu. Na ye di nkomo ato so akose okra no hemfa kra no obeko free ha. Hemfa no obi wura. Ti yedi ka akọ na sedi ankasa wa asase we so okra ne wo mu no so pese ohu okra na so mfa so okra ye den yedi still okra na nkomo ne yedi na mesha ase afiri ha sei okra na ati wo mu no wono ne enkwa a ewo mu no the senti so obi ka ho asema kire wa tie ne ye Osofo aka cho se uwa be ko heaven Muslim so be call Aljanna. We su be see. But one kasa no unya sure because we need evidence of the obiaka. E the aka chro evidence ikuta but one kasa unya proof within you. The scientist will be so kebi e de achra no etie no so. Na de atoto ho ahwe se na tie. Okra na ye de ade. Eno ne enkwa a ewo mu no. Se enkwa obi amu de ne nenne e de ebisua ho behia ho. So for Kojo Bentsir da onyame kese krom eku kese no ano mekra sa ene ye kano ewo agona kwanya ako pacho mi ankasa metutu anamon akoho makwa akọ hu adwuma so a oye no ewo ho onyame kese krom enye bia eketoa na ehoso papa nti won so dabi akwa ba mu a na wapebre na wako so for kwaba
Yeja.
But you know what to say.
None of my Roman, none of me.
That's it.
What you say?
That's it. Afishapa.
Obiachem, no one my confused. Obiachem, Afishapa, my confused.
We are Gregorian Afishapa.
More than man, yes, some of the man. Obianco, if you, Afisha was Wukrum, only one fit.
Okay.
To them, I finish dry. Not just what I start to after the door. And Chen.
But you know what the opposite what you're saying.
Afasha I was Wukrum.
Afasha wouldn't Wukrum.
On your wife.
And the year will end of year.
End of year.
Okay.
So would new year, internet cookroom where I fish a beer, work a fish apart.
Okay.
Because I feel no quite be sharing or your markings a while. And Esha, I am putting in by October, November, no beers enough here.
I get it.
Funny enough, it's the same way a damn Jewish phone so. Also one's in it.
Okay.
Ethiopian as in the reason being that we know Busia for you. The empaying for a membrane as no would yet to one day. I feno o see a war September, October, August, early November. No, now I fear because the end bosom no 40 days.
Okay.
And see, I finan Cassani, your wawa fashe. But say, you mean that Obia start I finish the Dobana by Bashasa.
Okay, so the Gregorian calendar na the year Juma 31st December no. Enye no and the year Juma yen abraboso. Okay, ye beji bread ho enkomo pa because me that say omo ye omo a won so aka afi no mu nyina agiso. So na say omo so afi
no we see. Nti wa hye beautiful fries. Nti awa ba na e ba be hye ase na late.
To ohum fo so di ohum wo Eastern region omo so mafi no. Ogbachocho ekoso a omo afi no. Oh, okay.
Around the same period from late August all the way to first week in
so omo so afi no nti wa fi ne nye. And me sorry say me ma fi chepa.
My kind disease I would do first will be on Casamu.
Oh, okay.
Message on the Christmas Nazina.
Wow. Yeah, that's it. We need to come up for okra on you need.
Yeah, we cry because what the school and 98.9. Yeah, or you invest the time or the number moko suya a crown no ejuma.
Ose.
Work a school and Casa. Because do it to school at the macran syllabus as well your classroom. But my teaching by 100. Nina just under the crack.
Okra no ho adesua nko a ese nipa bia otimi hu no.
Book bi an yi ase ma na philosophy and syllabus bi an yi ase ma. Ekani na aboma oboduru okra na half bo. The okra no ho adesua ze oye.
What you need to know about okra wo mu no.
Because as all dey hu about okra no the woman no or infinite.
Okay.
Ɔne na ɔbɔadze na ɔbɔadze tumi na wɔbɔadze ne nyinaa no ɔne yɛ ɔmpɛmpɛ so na ɔbɔadze ne nyimaadze nyinaa na kyɛ wokra no so nyimaadze nyinaa so let's imagine as a wokra him.
I get it.
Ada say nti wokra no ho adusua no dzi no ɔne yɛntumi wie because my apo me start me kyerɛ me class yɛkɔ into third year tire ndu baby a
Okra no nko a.
kra no nkwa
Ɛne yɛntoa so.
yɛkɔ mobɛ na yɛka nsɛm bi and ɔyɛ me the part pick it up from that point nti my stress nzama kakra bi a this year na year na nkɔfo no wahyɛ ase and I started that
Okay.
the September na 2 minutes but kyerɛ nzama olubesi and before a amanfo ba kaka nsɛm bi na we and waka abosom na ka kyerɛ that
Okay.
nti it being there say our so eroko according to Gregorian calendar no if you're still in that timeline me the brofo kakra bafra
Yanko.
yanko for no abo apete and also me the enyize ba ma konyako ahemfo na yen panyin na tumi abosmo konyako ina nanam ye che won ina abosmo konyako kro ye che won ina akra yensu ye che abosmo nyamekase kro nyamekase na kasa ye che na ofe na mframa na pele bochoko ma jalokoto ba jalokoto teklipo ajin pepepe dan trapo na fofu na lanta yansa kyerɛ yɛkyia nanufunte yɛkyia na pele bochoko yɛkyia otubia nsu yankontontum etumi ɔwɔ yamkazi komina tupia esie pe mu abna yɛkyia wɔn nyinaa yɛkyia waaso wofie tumi ahohoma walanyi wɔn ba asase de ba be edwom yɛkyia wɔn nyinaa ɔkra na ɔto mu na rarite ma na pe no ɔkra esi ɔkra kwesi ɔkra kojo ɔkra adwa kra kobna kra bna kra kweku kra koa kra yaw kra ya kra kofi kra efia kra ama kra kwame michia obi bia na kra na pe me da wana ase azekura afia ho wesi man yesim de do afia ho wesi azekura de ye ho adwuma ko wufie ko hwehwe tumo wo wufie
Kofi.
so ye gwa so ye tuma nkasa ko wufie ko hwehwe abosoma wo echi no ko hwehwe wo echi rakon ade hu bebi ma efi ereba na bebi ma aba betina na aza de bebe ede ba asase de ba be afi
Ba man komi fia me hu.
anko wufie a enhu tumi wo wufie ente won ase tumi wo wufie no onye ambassador mo bia de ombra mbegina chapude ma na kramo mox ana bibi na onka ne sampa man o wufie chede wala akọ wufie ansana akete no ho nsampa na ite abekosem odo wufie ohia pa because ebia awo na abewi ase da ebe wi ase no bra eboboy no odo wufie abekosem no wufie ekwekwete na ehu no waawo bra na eboboy na ona na eba abotuedo nti ehu ma eboboy a na ehu fapema ebotu isi na ma ebotuedo nti wala ndede ko wufie ekohu dam nzamani na wan ya de egwar busumi bia egwar cleanse wokra egwar wokra ama wokra no hotel busumi bia you have to at least once a month cleanse your cra, make your cra happy. I feel men waste the time. I feel I bet men waste the time. Who their area, they do investment area, and I'm unable to. So why say and send it to? Don't waste investment, don't waste money this year. Don't waste time, don't waste money. Meaning they go for baby. They are putting fear in a lot of people. I feel no more day. I feel. Chama I feel cry no more in Nyansa. Chama I feel cry obingu. Chama I feel cry accident in sick. Chama I feel cry a common zombie. I feel be a common zombie. I feel be a bonibesi. I feel be a baby bonibesi. I feel be a something negative will happen. But I want kasa etina as I see it on you that is living, you that is alive. I will order to move there. I fear Morocco me obey after papa mama. As easy as that. Ehunda afina ekeshim no obey after papa mama. The mafino obey papa mama.
Today na be hunu. Bede we hunu.
One more wala nkasa pede hu. Onye bibi or baby ya chamo wala nkasa pede hu. Because afibia bonu 83 come obey sisi anko go be rebo. Afibia bonu. Our world wars now is almost one kind. Every year there's a misfortune, there's a mishappiness every year.
Until we be shankoma enu hu hia.
I feel no here. When I feel no here. I feel be. I feel obi wu. Eko hospital they be obi wu. Until don't be allowed. Don't allow yourself for them to put fear in you.
Don't be alarmed.
Don't be alarmed. Don't be fearful. Men first row in show I feel now know that I fear my bishemi. This is what I want to see. The mean the moon, them nam pedamuhu, them nam pedamuhu. I fear my bishemu, them nam pedamie, them nam pedamie. I fear abeshemu. Abosuma wo etumi an won be wala wo kra no menezban manentam wala wo kra no menezban ma abosom anadem so moja put the bogu fom for moja gu fom nsefu na bogu fom for nsegu for bibi so fom to bibi fache nsu to bibi fache mframa to bibi fache asase to bibi fache jetumi afia yedamen zamano wa ho boto kohwehwe atacha hunchback chenaze Kojo share ebubuafo kojo share awona were barren what do you call it? Orphans.
Bonini.
Yeah, widows. Chobiaze, I feel yeah papa. Don't waste your time. I feel can in some public go be na brabo. How did they be a jumbona?
Mo bin straight.
I feel be so what I saw what woof you can some papa. It danos when I could I feel me Danny obey fe. Starting out the wa fina bishop no yo wa anyama fe wa fino. Maybe I would done painting with that. Can I feel me paint me down home? Don't worry about the means, don't worry about the how. Can I feel mesro? Don't worry about the means, don't worry about how. Can I feel more work? I feel more woba. I feel me start me business, no. I feel me business obesity. Momo be ambitious will come there demi. The margin obesity is constant. There's constant darkness, there's constant light. It hasn't changed. It's a constant flow. It has to be harmonious. There has to be harmony. It doesn't matter which year. I could be also 2023 or what you want to see is what you go for. It's on me encouragement. Remember, will be on the feed and nothing, you know. This is how you go by.
Oh, share I know what saying. I don't
Share,
know. Your people are watching.
Share the
online.
video. Share the video.
Happy 98.9 FM on Facebook, on YouTube, Happy TV. I ubetim subscribe to my channel and Nyansa TV.
Share, baby.
Share. Yan a message for this year. No, I just understand. Say afibia or misfortune. Men fancy would trim say afraid a bad year. Will be bad. Will be good.
Baby, there's nothing bad. There's nothing good. I feel mumu. Say 1 year, but mumu. When you the when you and the mobile and obviously into what you want to see. Mwala pede bohuno. For the mafoko
declared.
Nyansa take the right steps, do certain things. Chaze. Men fan call myself, men fan come obia. One kasacha wokra no to woman chanaze. Menen wanje.
The matter match me crade.
En who wokra na wokra pa. Obia and funny thing is my be se bebre. And I wanna mundu on them put on fan chip. I'll definitely get to you if you've called for a diagnosis and we haven't called you yet, we'll call you. But bebre na ma kan sam the channel say man po mi ze ya me free day yo miss the mazia na me day doctor postman is day doctor postman you know like wa wo kra no or prompto sometimes it's when be na wo kra na mpa e no wala you are in a very discomfort place.
Allergies, okay.
No into wo kra no when you listen, when you pay attention or chro nzama nza sometimes e ka sha tabia na wo re aho sometimes e sha tabia na we no age, you know, so pay attention to yourself now the whole year, no, once a year, it will end very beautiful.
What is the benefit of knowing Okrane to me, Mono?
Now, say, and one, how do you exist? Right. The bottom line is, say, young friend there, trying, we know why is it that, like, if you don't see,
you've never seen before, you probably might not have an idea that there's variations in existence. There's colorisms, there's light, you probably won't have an idea. And you don't know.
Okay. Right? But if you have seen before, no way no fra, whether obi doubt to obi, you know there are variations. You know, you've seen it. In him. So nobody has come to convince you to say that red exists. You know red exists. Ehunda. Right? So once you know, on phone bonibia or dubukakeshim, on phone situation, on phone ejuma, on phone where you find yourself, you know who you are. Into on and waste the time at all. You don't waste money, you don't waste investment, you don't do the wrong thing. You know enyim. Nobody has to convince you that enyim. Once you know, everything begins to fall in line.
So when you hunu ukrano na pede ne de won pe ne die nti aba asase so a ema nneɛma tɔ na kwan saa na pɛ sɛ ɔkyerɛ.
Bibia bottom akwem. We are say oduma akwa na tumi abɔ no no. Wa abɔ nde bibia nto na akwem. Everything is supposed to flow. Yen yim ninti ignorance ninti no man nzama ye tare, nzama ye basa, nzama ye multi. Ebo hu pa bibia be danda. Easy.
Wow.
Easy. Bibia be easy amo. No. Inti offend them. Ba nda maparma kama asemi de.
Yento aso.
Yewa Abazin or Kojo.
And
It's
we
still
die.
in the studies of the crack.
Yanko.
Some make a dimension.
Si ewu a after
Yewu
death
a.
asem na okay. And I ewu ye na.
Yewa. Yero kono Abazin or Kojo. What is happening? Why are you dead? Yemu bebre no. See eti do be yewa. When we hear that somebody is dead, we get sad. But on pereta si de. Wokra onzare ho da.
How?
Wokra ne better say very so. Wokra ne no anje undare ho. Your cra is constantly in a constant place. Inti obi wa as kunte izare ho no has nothing to do with wokra no. It has everything to do with your cells and memory that you carry in your physical body. Wunimpedua no okay. Wunimpedua no nyim. Wunimpedua no ofe. Say kada afi obi a onye wokra no refi obi o. Wunimpedua no refi the experience you have with a person. Oninti na o ma refi the person. Inti yimpa so wu no fi yema. Yen experience with yimpa no on no ma yefi the absence of the present of the person. But on yet, what crano tomb knows I hold that the million per moon when it be. Life cannot die. Life is constant. It's the minute them separation is sipe. Or you there walk one winning pambono, or you there ozare ho to for you to appreciate changes, transitions that happens in life. But that's it. It's in you we pet. Na wumbo no wo name no wa so no akada BBAC, which is a bit different from what you have been used to for a while. It's BB no ways no yabazi na mbo no retro memory. They are playing back all the experiences you had with that person that I just died.
So it is basically physical. It has nothing to do with okraneti umuno.
No, it has nothing to do with
O sria body ena atenka wonye no wiase osre usu a your cells in the body no ena ema that reaction ma usu.
Because your cells and memory was designed to stay alive, not to die.
Okay.
Internet every 3 seconds, new cells are coming into your body, old cells are dying off. And every time new cells it leaves the old cells transfer the information that they gathered from the old cells to the new cells. Into cells' memory is constantly striving to survive, to stay alive. Because that is the only how information would get carried on. Wokrano or tina fourth dimension, or tina first, second, or tina fourth. Fourth dimension, there is nothing happening but eternity. Eternal, what can eternal life? Eternity, constant. There's no past, present, future. It's just constant. Inti wokrano onya fiu mupe or katina wiasina or your constant is going into eternity. It doesn't go up or go down. It stays there. In zama ya no obechre de wokrano obefi eternity akobo bra ana obesina basasi do. But that. Until when a person dies, immediately your crano ofu nimpeduemu. No, I can't now 4 dimension.
And yeah,
4 dimension, wokra, be more cranitin. Into your hair apple wokra not 4 dimension. 4 dimension, there's no past, present, future. There's no night and day. Into America, there's no sorrow. Wokrano. Into wokrano knows everything, is everything, understands everything, has everything.
okrano ni bibia.
Knows everything, is everything, understands everything, has everything. So what krano obetina hunam duima. Now start the or go through experiences. As I said, it is a what krano ba. Now what krano experience there? Oh, demi me bofom, mo sorry, me day, me zebani, nezbani yede. What krano ono experience all of these things. It's just constant knowing. Until you find that what krano sort in a four dimension, why you there on by this perfect state. Constantly, oba remind the whole physical being there. They mean no able to do. So I don't know. I yes can sanka ebio. I yes sanka ebio. I them not sanka ebio. Oba san with the ma, oba care with the ma until you come into uniformity with the Nsem wokra no yin. Into four dimensions, there's no experience going on. There's nothing going on. It's just constant. It just is. At myself. Into people know about promise to eternal life. On your BBR, I just
It's there.
there. It's not living.
You just being informed, say something like that is there.
It's just living. It's not obo idea bia, obo nazi bia no. Promise to eternal life. Because well, if eternity munebe, and in eternity, then you be an edeba asasido. Na eba asasido no, edeba abe experiencing zambi wahade. Inti yimpe bianca wo asasida. Or dan kede yay wow mubebo. I'm excited. I can't wait to die. Because it's until death that you actually leave this place of constant reminder and training and practice. Until that. Into so what will be as I see that you should be excited that finally why there and when you go boarding house, you get so excited like move school, move day, right? But it gets to a time you can't wait to finish.
Yes. Even time no ya query ya. No ya think you internal coffee.
You know what? You can't wait to finish. At myself. Into the minute ever school no panel, you know that you are living. Mistake here in the yemu brain the yabas I said in your baby. You say baby if you know no, you should be excited that you're about to die.
Hey. It was excitement to him.
No, remember I can't send you
Yonko.
You should be excited that you are coming to die because death is giving you access to go beyond the fourth dimension. Fourth dimension is one of the most boring places ever now. Imagine, imagine you know everything. You have everything. You have access to anything. You can go anywhere. You can do anything. You don't even have to work. What are you going to do?
Very boring.
But that's matter. What are you going to do? Inti awana what abas I say do no in prebebre no. There are those that are stuck in the fourth dimension and won't go baby. But that's into obi or April reincarnation mokaba. It means you're literally not living like enko baby. Aka fourth dimension no. Into other sanabas I see do. Nesan bosian. Literally what it means is that ebe ne whom ebe into other samba. Until you pass the fourth, Nsem oyede be wa abozimu no man ka sa say do. Nsem oyede be wa abozimu no the Nsem na entumi ye. Obo ade no wan boyen for this earth. Oboyen for existentiality. Oboyen for bibiara owo abozimu nyina. Now, watch your levels. Them can fourth dimension, your fifth dimension, or into fourth dimension or why the akoto phone, phone, phone na akoto no memory, phone no he has access to all your right. Phone na akoto no it can navigate you, it can make you money. Since your phone is making you money, it can bring you connectivity, but phone akoto no. And about to and say, and plug in there. And thought, baby, I'm good at the phone though. That's the fourth dimension. You can do all things. You have all knowledge. You have all ability. You have all possibility, but zero hibernation. At myself, it is a yimpowa. Enya wina na akoto 14. Nzama wa webusuafo nkofo nche nzama awon we no wo be ye no on no be determine whether e be fi 14 ma akọ ana be sena wo bobo aba.
It's either you go beyond the fourth or you come back.
Into ever back is a repetition. A go beyond fourth, it takes a very long time for you to decide to come back. Because you don't, when you attain certain height, you don't even stay, you don't waste your time in the fourth. You just go. Once you go, you keep climbing. Echo into the higher height, into the fifth dimension, into the sixth. I don't know. Demo realm is, or you're too far from the fourth and from this realm.
Do back.
Into Obiwu. Instead of the ebe yanzama, me yipokune no aje no wa kono. Na areho. Nebayo. The men's is frustrating them.
Hey.
Yes. The men's is frustrating. Yes, it's frustrating them. Because what you are doing, you are imprisoning them in the fort.
So what do you have to do?
You see, people are even, the minute we don't know what's not born about, the next minute we are one. The same day, we go to the same day. Because we know obi achunwaba. That's enko. The tools, the things
sanka wunye hwe.
It's a
pa me baba ye. Ena ye nkofo areho. Papa we adwuma we pa de wani ne breso about the bar wako school awie akafe no obehwe no. So they are not really, it's not about your deeds abaye hu hi omo na ebia ayo mareho. Nti omo twon aba says why you ade papa no mo eso mo force twon ba.
Bibia no or vibration. Everything in the world is responding to energies, it's responding to vibrations, right? Nti we have the lower vibrations, we have the higher vibrations, right? The lower vibrations is always bringing things down on the ladder. So the lower vibration is bringing things down from the fifth to the fourth to the third to the second to the first. The higher vibrations is pushing people to the fourth to the fifth to the sixth and ultimately to the seventh. At myself. Now, your energy that you produce decides whether you are projecting a lower vibration or a high vibration. Into yemfande today out there yem papa, right? And eroko ejuma. And ejuma na eroko no, all the children in the house keep papa they need to me as in my father is wicked, my father is this, my dad is that, my dad is that. This all the children are projecting to you, right? They are giving you lower vibrations to go out there. Into Ekwa, you wouldn't have a successful day. Why? Because all the energies that are supposed to back you, to push you, is not that of joy, but it's that of murmuring and sadness. And then, into our Bible book, do not murmur. And into when you are murmuring, you're doing all these things, you pull the person down to the lower ranks, the lower vibrations. Into once the person comes into the lower vibrations, instead of the yenua beji, the yimpakono have gained access to climb higher in dimensions. We are rather sad and mourning. There's nothing wrong with grieving, right? But there's everything wrong with using sadness to anchor somebody back into the lower vibration. Into the more sadness we produce, the more lower vibrations and lower frequencies we give to the cra. Into krano, instead of the about full aqua higher being, na krano sinsenum, na yare ho na zina or chinaba. So yimpa no obey your Osofo, then yimpa na obey motor because energy na ye the tie yimpa nature or your lower vibration.
To my misao. Oh, eba abemua 17 years we university team wewu. Bet packaging pass man renho.
Empire University 17. First and foremost, you banner a one no, or that one anke a bisa wobenachi there. Banner or banner, Abazino Ababe was Asido. And Brian he no baby to Asido.
Ebia now 17 years.
Or better anonche, Abe Juma no Babe, Ebi in Pocono, Jumo Bebe, where we Jan Monco. Now, as you know, well, on your nebon.
No determine if you will do.
As all Babe was on your nebon, you didn't create that energy, that cry. So the cry is only here. Wabas I see the door, Mobabe as in the short space of time, so that I can quickly escape and go to become a higher being.
It is an assignment of the Bayern. Who nimuntino.
Now also, now also no. So instead of you helping that cry to channel to power through the 4th dimension, which is the eternal life in the chapter 4 promise, which is the biggest fake thing on the face of the day. Or instead of them to help you go through that 4th dimension, why we are na action before you know it, not I shall be in our family, Abba, why didn't you let me go? Me pedamoko. Why didn't you let me go? So now, at the lower vibrations, at that child, so now the child have to now work extra hard to even come out of the prison of lower vibration because on your nature, nature, that real one, nature, that real cells in that chinabas, I see the number as I see the. Don't know about us, I see the no. Why engulf in a real. So now, Braboni na a real.
Until you tell me, say me wo ba. Menye akola no kra ho hwehwemu hu di nti obae nti from beginning na akola ni long life me ya aware na maboa na mo ateni di nti obae no akọ makata na chifefefe ni gym
because a kra no oreba no ehwa e be a kra ne fi about 7th dimension or 6th dimension, a very powerful higher being, a creator. That's when we become creators. Right, so the cry has been able to and it's not easy to get to the 7 or the 6. It's even almost unheard of to hear certain cries go to the 7. Right, the most is the 6th dimension, and it takes you thousands of years to work your way all the way to the 6th. Now imagine that you spend all these years, all these experiences, you've gained all this knowledge, all this power, just for you to come and fix your problem. Now, me enija basasi do the mobile boy because at a breath in certain ways, you know. Me be na mobile boy we and me 5 Morocco.
What the man is saying is true. When my mother died, we called our mother and she said nobody should cry.
Wow. In terms all the promises are what more the afterlife. What is fraud? Anti-fraud agency organ. What's
a fraud?
It's fraud.
Afterlife.
There is nothing like an afterlife. Life is constant.
So life, no. So, but you are talking about the physical life you won't see.
In America, there, body on your life is atalashe. That is not what life is.
So body is not life.
Body is not life.
What we see, seeing Jojo, seeing, it's not life.
Matera is a mission. Also make the materi make no call aternary. It doesn't even make sense. Echo aternary either. Bra you go or you fear you go call catch a fofo. That's it.
So your life now about to say I didn't show what bra unako nako pata the fofo.
That's it. And a person you've worked hard enough, right? Into a jumo it's just generating higher and lower energies. That's all vibrations. It takes sadness and low and murmuring and worrying and all these things to create lower energies, lower vibrations. Mm-hmm. And it takes joy, happiness, excitement to create the higher vibrations, right? And see, I'm in my bubble, so we need you to do. I'm creating a higher vibration because me get stuck in the fort. When you are stuck in the fort, you can be there eternity. On what about promise of Bible? You can be there. It's constant. you only start living below the fort or above the fort. Not in the fort. Until the time you walk cranary pray that your mammy may no beji. Because walk cranary ja, it start creating a higher energy, higher vibration. So walk cranary is climbing up from the fort into the fit. At myself. Into walk cranary the bus has also Nsem may no beji. Do the things that makes me excited. Do the things that helps me create a higher vibration, higher energy, higher essence. But you are constantly doing the opposite. You're constantly doing the opposite of what your crack can produce for you. So having that understanding that you know what, life be war. Yeah, baby, snaps. I see that there's an afterlife. Be a arrow quack up, a baby arrow quack up one. What crano or eternity mu no or pay that or started to only live existing, enjoying. So it doesn't understand why you ever catching the afterlife. Now when you afterlife, no, the after on the eternity, not the betterness as he do. Everything you are preaching to him about eternity is zero. It's just like the pH scale where we have the down from 0 to the neutral, and from the neutral to the acidic, and from the neutral to the alkaline. At myself. So 0 is 0. 0 is eternity. Eternal life now, God for promise now. It's a zero
Either
life.
you're facing a challenge or you are not facing it. But untimi ko jemfin fi ho. Basa.
Then. Abazi na epe o, abazi pa na edesi wa, ehwehwe da bit no at eternity. It's that time doesn't exist, future doesn't exist, past doesn't. It's just what it is. It's not even evolving. That is the beginning. The fourth dimension is the beginning of your existence. One of bars in a ball. That's when you were created. So you were created into the fourth. Now, since you came into creation, it is your responsibility there. Ever climb up
Or down.
not climb down.
Okay, you're supposed to climb up.
Climbing down, then it means that there are certain things that is producing the lower vibration that is bringing you down here.
Yabo me fufro or fourth dimension. Down no so na say ye earth ya ye was yi.
And to choose whatever it is, because whatever. Now, those choices in the area in the fourth, right? That is what is determining whether it is going up or down. But almost every single thing in existence, what to fourth in the pet, you have to come down to be able to go up. Earth is not the only place called Earth. How do I say? This Earth is not the only place called physical reality.
Okay.
My charge is that insu your physical reality, inframa your physical reality, eja your physical reality, assassinumu your physical reality, right? Into what woe to four dimensional, you have to come down into a reality. Whether that reality is here,
a water being.
you have to come down into a reality. Now, when you come into a reality, you come into awareness. You come into the knowledge of time and space. You come into the knowledge of tomorrow, today, yesterday. You come into all that awareness. Now you're coming into living. You're not necessarily living. You come into living. So now you become alive. You start making decisions. You start going certain places. You start doing certain things. The means so and internet every time you get excited because you are coming from a place where it wasn't existing. You become excited because you have now opportunity to leave the zero.
It's like we're free unko school da. Na fedie you do ako school for the first time. Nti hanu be sua de at the end of the day they are pass you to a higher.
Exactly. Inti the minute ever behind you should be excited that yes, I'm excited. I'm going to graduate. Now you should be excited because you know from the start that you are going to graduate. You finally left the realm of dormancy into a realm of applications. And the applications you produce, that is what is determining the miracle.
Wow.
I ask myself, why there? Right? Most people, that's how they behave. Echo form one, no idea. I mean, form 1 year, maybe you come in, you die. Met na, because you'll be a bottom. May class 1, Papa.
And see.
How then go baby? This is what the reality most people are living in.
Because on
Unpedobo, Osro. You see, literally what you're saying, I don't want to graduate. I don't want to evolve. I don't want to move. My parents na here. Oduman kumana ambo and abofono. One bow there. But now, everything about the creator is that you become like the creators. Until you climb up, you can never become a creator.
So the only way out is to leave the neutral grounds, come to this earth, graduate here, now
Exactly.
Now,
So,
how do I move to the next stage? Let's say I'm on this earth, new. How? Go ahead and first be energy in my form.
Inti, my back and Sembi.
Yanko.
Inti offended. Ngofu baby, be a question there. Inti, I don't know what we know. I don't know about size of the obese born no. Horokoi, now no obey a papa as well.
More coin.
There's not a single thing called a systematic realm that is keeping data.
Hey,
One will keep them data. No? There's nothing like that. There's nothing like a judgment book recording the sins and crimes of anybody waiting to announce your performance on it. Well, a car, no, go for your test drive. No, I show performances. There's nothing like that.
tell us more.
Into all these teachings and all these preaching, the obi baye bon, obi baye papa, obi rukode is absolutely false. Okay. Orieti azibiase. The morality cortex or code, no, or compass or standard against energy. What is moral is not true. It varies.
What is moral is not true.
It's not true. It varies.
I am fine, sir. Yedens uchi penny at chiano. Fansanifa, a chia penny, fansanifa sensuma penny nom. Who could do America or Nsem kum the waving papa. So moral.
What is moral is not true. Nobody is holding now. Say maybe say Peter. If Peter, right? Jesus couldn't even trust him to keep his stance with him to say that, meaning according to the very Bible. Peter no original gates of heaven and a gate of hell. Peter Benjamin is there. Obama the right to commendation that go heaven and hell. Jesus not upon him but will betray. I don't know betray. Forget about it. At my side. So anyway, that's just a side joke. But there's nobody standing on any gate waiting for you. Abane from one kwaha, a papa from one kwaha. It is not happening.
What are you trying to say?
The moral compass was created by certain people within a particular frame of thought. Thinking is say, we've accepted this to be true. Our etina hana, you've accepted this to be true. No? It doesn't mean the other people on the other side have also accepted that to be true.
Okay.
You understand? So who, if I am in this region, right? We have to expose the breasts of our young girls and all of that. I watch a baby also a child abuse or a day. And they say this is what we like. This is what we do. This is our right passage of right. We do it. Another tribe will say that no, this is wrong. This is I'm in America that this is what I like, you know. What gave me the moral standards to decide that this is right for me? Why not catch up the man? Then you so what I am doing is wrong, you know. What gave that person the moral standards and moral right to decide that what I am doing is wrong and what they are doing is right? So who actually, in the real sense, is determining what is right and what is wrong? I'm waiting for somebody to give me this answer. Because majority of people are going to say, oh, God. Which God? Whose God? Because Jew, no God, is giving a moral standard that this is right or this is wrong. But Krishna or Indians, one God also give moral standard. And so which one of these gods is actually right in saying, what you are believing is right and what you are believing is wrong?
Let's take Yahweh. So instructions to us, you're Christian, Yahweh is the creator in understanding. Or certain rules and principles. So any other religious created kind of, so the same. I said, as I'm called, moral is moral, right?
Okay, it's them Yahweh, right? Them Yahweh knows them momo and sumi amibia apart from Ame. Come home. Not a single name should be exalted above my name. Jeremiah says it. Mobwa. Okay. Yahweh, na Jesus, which is more popular?
Jesus.
Which is more exalted?
Jesus.
Atibasa. Inti, according to Yahweh Nembrano, Jesus on your bona, or the people exalting Jesus, are they not doing wrong? According to the standards of Yahweh.
Okay.
Atibasa.
So it is believed that we are the same person.
Believe me, Mawana. On one now, or the one and Brahmo, what the one crumb brand more. On you, Jew, for no. They haven't lost it. They're still in, according to them, the Ashkenazi Jews, you can call them Ashkenazi Jews, you can call them whatever Jews. They are still holding on to what they believe to be true. Who are you to go and say their standards of belief is wrong? Now, who's in so because the Christianity is coming out of them. Islam is coming out of them as well. It's right against yours that is wrong. Who gave you the mandate to decide there? I want to what's one when you yamino, I bet you I will yamino. I was or your papa's no ones. Who gave you those standards? So let's even go to what do you call it? Biblical days or history according to the Bible, right? And Jesus, Jesus was a Jew, not a Christian. Believed in a Jewish God, not a Christian God, because a Christian God didn't exist. Believed in the laws and the 613 laws of the Jewish faith, not a Christian faith. According to the Jewish faith, there shouldn't be any other faith aside the Jewish faith. The God of Israel will not bring any other prophet aside those that are come forth. According to in the time of Jesus, when Jesus stood up and said, was he going against the standards of the Jewish faith or was going for the standards of Jewish faith?
Against it.
Against it. According to the Jewish state, on your bonibi. Then the economists of that time would also rise up to say that, you know what, this guy is an anti-growth or anti-whatever it is in economy because he is misleading the younger folks, the fishermen that are going to sea to bring fishes to our shore. He's misleading them to leave their fishes, to leave their canoes and follow him. So the economy of the state was also dropping because all the strong young men were going after him, leaving their fishing nets and canoes and stuff like that, right? So the economic state of the time was also at danger because it was coming down. The young men were leaving the village. It's like, I ain't time here. I bring to be up if you cross it, but chrome or by a chrome age money, I don't know to one. One on Kojo. You understand? So now the Jewish faith was against Jesus at that time. The economic state was against Jesus at that time. The Romans also called Jesus a rebel because the Romans' governance was the one in charge. And the Romans said, we only have one governor. And Jesus said, no, we only have one king and I am above you governors. Right? So according to the moral conduct of that time, this is why when Bible people don't open up, according to the moral conduct of that time, Jesus was going against the Roman law, was going against the Jewish law, was going against the economic law. If the Roman gods were passing judgment, the Jesus said, could the gates of heaven and hell. According to the Roman government, Jesus occurred heaven and hell. According to the Jewish standards, Jesus occurred heaven and hell.
So contrary to the Omokandia.
Because you are contrary to what we believe in. So who creates the moral standards? But according to new followers, what was he doing? He was in the right. So according to new followers, occur heaven straight. Only heaven's captain. But according to everybody else, he was in opposition. The point I'm making is what Jesus was doing, according to the Bible, was neither right or neither wrong. It was right for the people who believed in what he was doing, and it was wrong for the people who didn't believe in what he was doing. So, in all fairness, hell. So who is determining that? In the midst of all this confusion, say Yankupon be one no hell nature, nor channel be passing book. At that time, in that era, who is going to heaven and who is going to hell? But this was what was happening. Now, the people that believe in the story of Jesus started growing. And every time they heard the name Jesus, they started reverberating joy. And every time they reverberate joy, you climb higher. You go above the zero, the neutral. So all of us can believe that what you are doing is right, and all of us will follow what you are doing. Right? And you can be in the wrong. But because all of us are following what you are doing, you would go up straight. Why do you think these pastors are growing? Why do you think they keep getting bigger and bigger? Because the congregation behind them project the higher vibrations towards them, not the lower vibrations. It's just like prayer. At myself, into some kind of me a bosom, and everybody project higher vibrations towards me. My bosom no and mutu mi no okoda onye. That's why the pastors of this world keeps growing bigger. Into how would you say, pastor not powerful? He's not powerful. It's your vibrations that you are backing him up with. That is what's making him climb up.
Well, how now can I say Bompai Nyambe or no find the vibration in piano?
I've been in society, they be a matter. We all say this thing. Why do the wicked succeed in world?
Whilst the people
whilst people suffer. Why do the wicked keep going up? You know why? Because the wicked now, our friend wickedness, because in your spectrum, one years the papa more. And now I'm will be, but look at the other side. There's a whole lot of people, them wicked person is helping. Into all these whole lot of people, them person ever wicked person, why employ over 10,000 people? I was in it years. I will employ 2 people. Obiana will employ over 10,000 people, no, 10,000 people out of their pockets. What are the 10,000 homes? What are they projecting towards him? Onyam kwantintin no way to me and call me a dashayamba. So you call him wrong, but the energies that are reverberating keeps pushing them higher. So people have discovered these loopholes. Into mention what say eba sasi do na a brand boy no or leave a very negative imprint. Wo yimpa da saying that yimpa if 100 people are calling you wicked, right? The 100 people are projecting lower vibrations that is keeping you down. Negative energies. That is the prison of reality. Into the energies of the people determining whether you are climbing through up from the fort or you're coming down. Right? Into say your hand say eba sasido na ebokun nyimpa 100. Ata say all these hundreds has families. Into them families ni no will be grieving towards you because I as a bunny be a tier one. Now, I as a born one, them family one grievance is creating a lower vibration for you. This lower vibration will keep you down, even if you come here 100 times. In Tabasasi, right? You are doing all the right things, but nothing is working for you. You don't understand it. Because you did certain wickedness that left certain people to project certain negative energies towards you, negative vibration that brought you down. That is imbalance. So for the rest of your eternity, you will be serving that imbalance and bringing that imbalance up till you come all the way back to zero again. Oh. This is the punishment and so, heaven, hell.
Intinipa no no mumu di Nsem no. De oye no, obetuna ache saa because obebre saa nya de say na oti asase su nya ni je se na ye hu no. A pressure and stress. Yeneko.
The monk of know why you fasting 100 years. Why meditation? They've meditated. They've done everything. They are always sad. They are always down. They are always poor. They are always thin. Because the vibrations that you affected have reflected back into your life and has kept you in those prisons. Nyimpa that's in prison or you're worse than any hell you can ever think of.
Yentimi and Mompire for quantity.
About
longevity.
No,
it's in Bompire say I want to live long. Pray for longevity.
No, well, I live long that I say about Bompire.
So you see, make this a RAM. For example, will be or 50 years. Right? I mean, coming few 70 years, 80 years, and so I don't know.
It is not prayer. It is not the prayer that you pray that will make you live long. It's the higher vibrations, the joy, the excitement, the happiness that you create around you that pushes you up on the ladder. Nti ere bompa content ne de bia wo aho no wuti sufo no na nanto boto dama, right? You are speaking one thing, but your energies that you are projecting are bringing you down. So what you are speaking is not what is actually taking effect. It's the heart, the energy, the passion behind it. That is what is determining whether what you are speaking will take effect or not. Inti yemfende etirema opinion rekan ewa ere bompe ma kwantinti no ba walankasa no ebrere bon obi ohun bia no won ra ho ama wo
my energy somebody ma no
it's all negative, so it's bringing you down. So automatically it leaves you in a realm of sadness. That is why
will I know say I am in the realm that physically? Will I know say I'm
you
in
will
that
know.
realm
You will know.
of
That is why there's a trick in the Bible. What's the name? One mama from one mention. Why do you think that is? Because every time I'm from whether a po and so the children would always come to you and increase your vibrations because children are coming with happiness, joy. Emma in Jankaza, business, because they give you the vibrations that automatically brings down the higher height.
Wow.
So the more you make people happy, it's not like you live your life to make people, because I realize that you can't make everybody happy. But the more you do the things that brings joy to people, happiness to, they project same energies towards you. It's like a bank system. The more credit you get, the more height you climb. The lower credit you get, the more negatives you go. So it doesn't matter what you are calling the person wicked. It doesn't matter how you see the person. Say not the baby on you be a kosher corner be no original. Why? Because Yimpako is in Bono, but it's another 1,000 that they saying, papa.
So the number of people that projects you and amount to be fulfilled with our energies need to be focused.
Yeah, because every single thing in existence is serving everything. It's the same thing. When you push the same vibration towards a tree, the tree will push the same vibration towards you. Until flower, if you have flower pots, if you have flowers in your house and stuff like that, watch if they are dying or succeeding. it tells you the energy you project. Easy. In Nsem, in your house, sometimes when you go to a house, you can sense that the house is dead. Because the energies in the house is dead. And sometimes when you go to a house, you can sense that there's so much life. Sometimes it can be a very mansion, big mansion, the place is dead. Because Nina, everything is echoing around vibrations. Energies, high and low. That will determine whether Mary Yano or Rokoso and then Mary Yano or Basi. Into Yobino Chanum Webo Bunkunte, Azibiari ye biano, Nara Bunkunte automatically is an automatic system.
So judgment day no.
Judgment day biano, Obianco Jiniska. Kajuska, Kuska, Dama, Ochabu, judgment day, nobody, one and all by judge. This principle, it happens ever. Go to the church, right? They start their things with praises, creating higher vibrations. And after the praises, the worship comes in. Your vibrations are already, then the musu, and then the pastor comes in. Right on that vibration you've created and do deliverances and all of that. That is the system. Anyone saw one we have what to offering that. No, time you all the praises in order to offering. Oh, vibration.
Or ya dear enye. Go for can wasn't bonny. How would it affect the person here?
They are understanding the system better. They are knowing the loopholes. Into areas on here, right?
No, what fetchery energy switch.
Areas on you. So we call all these musicians walk up on same gym, right? You see, he's in the club dancing with the women, smoking all the. Oh, we are not all philanthropy, all village be, all kutu bo who am on, all kesi school be, all kaya the time you're in waje. I will condemn in all your zone here. In the Ejunis can or Bobasran or Bobofum. Ejunis in or Bobasran or Bobofum. Medical Pomfano. One on board gate is in one. But where one is in born, all the wickedness he's doing, he's also in the village saying, I'm pushing life, I'm pushing. So what he's doing is making an impact or not. The projections that are behind him, the backings that are behind him, it applies everywhere, even in sport, even in football. Fans in what but they boo, 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 boo. All of a sudden, the players get certain energies that pushes them to even want to do more because of the energy that is being projected in the field.
It's a park and fans in this almost a match nice style.
Come on.
The Alba Ghana Premier League, I start and say, I'm going from Park, Mumra Park, fans in the Mumra Park, chair up.
Another easy example, right? Easy example. It doesn't matter what energy your guest is coming in. So what do you lower, automatically the prawn is going to go low.
I get it. When it comes to radio, the energy out the shady panel,
right? What do higher? So sometimes it also takes the guest that is coming in. Only the many energies in them. In the same time, you can start the show very dull, but you but be more than number no. On no drew on no afo.
No, I push you into the
then it's going because BBR is responding to emotions. The mind, Kofu use mind for law of attraction, attracting things to you, right? Mm-hmm. But the heart is a better place to attract than the mind, scientifically proven, right? Because the heart creates a wider magnetic field than the mind. Do you know why? Because emotions are gathered in the heart. And the more emotions you put behind a thing, the more it manifests. That easy. It's emotions. Enija edete azinechi ana arewa edete azinechi no. That is what determines what is manifested. But that's my son. Into a krana where we know a kranu here a lot of joy for it to be able to push through the clouds of the fort to climb up, not sadness. You understand? Not sadness. So when somebody dies, we have to create an atmosphere that would best help the environment in the auditorium or wherever the person is, so that obiara and all no rahu biano obesisan why ye nije. The minute in Pokumba Zaya nije pay, you push the person higher. Obi wa wona na abonizi na da bompaya omba BBNC because wona na no wasana abasa I said I will pray that wona na no on the masasi don't ko baby. Because I will hunkote no tell them na nature. Ask myself. Meanwhile, there are certain places, certain homes, certain houses. We are pen wo bozin bi pay. Boom. No way see. Busumbi wo ekwa eba twam moja 10,000 BBL see. The other energies ekutwa eba akoko ni chefo then poof. Why? Because there are a lot of names. There are a lot of voices. There are a lot of hearts that are behind that particular energy. Into the heart, the thought, the emotions that are behind that project makes that particular God big or low. Ask myself. So the reason why the Jesus effect has become so powerful and so popular is because a lot of beliefs, a lot of people have gone behind that name and projected a very high vibration into that name. So even if a being, somebody didn't exist called a Jesus Christ, even if that didn't happen, by now there's a force, there's a being that has gone to sit in the name and riding off that name. Because in Dodolini Nano, they projected behind, solidly behind. So you as an individual, this is why this helps for you. I want as an individual, wake up every morning, whether when you Joe, when you when G.
Create positive energy.
Do something that would bring joy in you. If that, isn't it scientifically proven that most cancers are caused by depression, stress, sadness? Science bullet show us most cancers, right? Into sorrow now, whether you are in a happy mood or you are not in a happy mood, find the things that makes you happy. Into a happy FM.
About my name is CIMG, yes, CICM, no media and IT shortcuts in Yebi, Idin Day, Heritage Christian College. What about Johnny 2023 January, you know? Yeah, Mao, yeah, 50% tuition waiver. Freya, na, yeah, what you say? Number in the 0547 777 731 0547 777 731. Heritage Christian College. Shiamini Abema. Madi nyina. Medofo. Ajelebi Daku. On DJ Bone Shaker. Friday you may be na omonfa weekend club jam in fan down. Ti Friday share omo. Woti baby dinju any my vibrations no koso masa. Man vibration no koso. As the be our doors Juani wate. Yago so a channel the last day bit my pick forms Happy FM Valentine Mass Wedding. The 17th edition. If our form your invitation cards. Na ya your wedding will be bia ma oba na ho sisi be ma ho sisi. Just say you putting your mind in order for you. You want to put smile in your face. You ding a day. Happy FM. Yeah, mass wedding dia chawa bra wontu ahwe. Why 500 Ghana for register. We are sunny be bia dia ma honeymoon or reception wedding no be bia grooming be bia oba no be bia ye di da ma. Mass wedding. Before forms of Happy FM. We try a closing date. Superman Engineering Limited. That one's their friend. Superman Engineering Limited. You're looking for the best automotive lubricant and product to keep your vehicle fit on its wheels and for the road. Your best bet would be the wide range of the high quality US manufactured Super S product available for immediate purchase at Superman Engineering Limited Ghana. We are the leading brand in the world of automotive accessory and products. Superman Engineering Limited specializes in the dealership of authentic engine oils, synthetic blend and full synthetic Super S lubricant. Hwecha kwan ne mboa. The ton ka ho ne ma papa free US abrochi memo. E ba oil ne ne ma yet automotive ne ye ba system ma ye ne ekutamu. Superman Engineering Limited. Or down Suma Russia Road or Doko Glory Land. Castle or Obanov Kanishi Swalige or Otomugo Hall. Your number is 0267 405 405. 0267 405 405. Superman Engineering Limited. Adonko Next Level Premium Energy Drink. Adonko Next Level Premium Energy Drink. Adonko Next Level. Energy snap down. People bonafe honde ni nyina so de adwuma ne kwawie. It contains vitamins and protein. It gives more energy, which boosts our strength and vitality. Required for sustained physical and mental activity, fast recovery after vigorous exercise, fast delivery on task, mood improvement, enhanced concentration and memory improvement, release body pain. Recommended for all manner of people, especially the hard-working type. Excessive drinking can be detrimental to your health. Not recommended for persons under 18 years, lactating mothers, pregnant women, people sensitive to caffeine. For any money, baby, to Adonko Next Level. Papa. No limit in about 0204 898 698. Adonko Next Level. Nti me den na metimi ehunu me krana etimi mu no. Minisa wo kan okra ho asempa. Or even a festival for okra no. If I want to know, ma wo baketekting eh. Afi ni I won cry hospital. If I say me determine the destiny of Sakola way, and the akola dem penny ade. How will I be able to do that?
Ede no here there and there. Ebe ye afroba no. Ne my akamfo ye kan ebisa no.
Okay.
Ebe ye afroba na ebisa. I your friend is spiritual diagnosis no.
Okay.
There she share a friend nature na who saint kunta a friend wa.
Baby you feel all bad into your buy. Baby you call. Okay.
Za enija other basasi do.
Unsay no.
Men said ono him pa. Azokura debia ya kan do bibia sen there. Oh then you paying yeah we are years and they'll be da. Aye bi scenario no. A friend when waje de hu wo ba nature ehun bi moroko no. The manager na enyen wa bra ye bi se no for the manager tell a friend nature da ma. Men five real wunzi a friend nature da. It doesn't matter what you hear in the diagnosis.
Inti akola no so anyini kakra bia onya 5 years afia na mate 10 years 15 years 20 years me ankasa kra bia penina ankasa kra me ni me ho a metimi aye abra ma nyini no
obia botima aye.
Okay.
I be said I was there yet. Why the physical in the echo hospital with diagnosis normal routine checks medical checks you know it's the same thing soon
to once why so here
or there yeah no there you should know there koda na bisa because they be and po echo akoto azibi and they do skull kwakocha azim as they this skull question no do be ye this can ba sika number obo lock no dey hu
okay nti ukoye business bi akra na say ushia nipa bia abrabum kra na is important so be diagnosis say bia nipa no kra no mebo abrabo
o dey hu na hu nti ehu secret ni na ye dey obi bia wa asase du bia no ebete ho ase eto ho ase che dey ebetis wo bobio unzama okabuma oman wo kra no enije no oye mama because the secret is enija edebeta bibia ye bia
tunya huna na won said me ye say no na yesuba me say me ye na de enija techre na ko wie
because they give the margin or see into there there's somebody against us obi chiri and there's somebody trying to kill us there's a witch or they give the margin if you into oh and you the margin is a lower frequency place into yin free pe and aza or your lower base like do now aza or your light when the num you do. Anytime you are projecting or producing these lower frequencies, you know, on my weight, you know, or performing time. Anyway, I the make the as in or the zero at myself. Instead of coffee baby can I need a more jump bana or momentum no more jump up on momentum because bono negative vibration or a foam keke is bringing it down. So it's easy to bring it down, but when you are climbing up, it becomes difficult. At myself into that enijeni ya more or abrabum.
I hope I could to make chum bassing and ije do bako.
Able to win 10 days. Ora ba ho da krope. Da ko na ora ho no obotwe engine na ba fom. So it has to be habitual, constantly see yourself in a place of joy. No matter what, because a colonizing prisoner ko obi na opedo oku as on to me is only in the physical. So what should be an actual reason for you to be sad? Or there's sadness ofi obiana brabom. They be obi kede we are years in bonofo or bonofo no nyawo onyame. If all of us are taking off negativity from our minds, if all of us are taking off wickedness from our but because our region, region, so it creates the constant chaos that is happening around us. But
You're unstable.
Very. But say your region there, as you automatically it will happen.
So me pese me hwehwe me ho a mebo ho kasen. Bibi na pese me yehwehwemu pa e wo ho me ba me nana bi akwada bi bibi na me hia e bi a da e bi a me so constantly. Me say me sure say if it's an information coming to me it's
undo 400 cities.
Oh okay.
E peda show me hu zam no mu pa undo 400. And the funny thing is I your chrono after 8-year chrono it was 17 days to keep asking questions. Wo ma aye na no. You know, it's your phobia to keep coming back asking questions. Oh, man, tell you, I see you today. Oh, man, tell you, I see you today. Man, tell you, I see that. So that you constantly are informed. Information is everything. Once you become aware, I to myself, aware who, I mean, who, Jojo say who, I never say it tonight. One about you, I couldn't hide one.
Meaning me ho.
And you
said yesuma me say me ye nie. Also dey different. Jojo dey different. You know, obianko ne yonko dey.
A hobia ajumban me ante yetim. So all of a sudden a high yetin is a pure energy. It is such an energy no pono as a year football to hadi obenyankwa.
God ni pa na wa hare nyina no ekuta adwem papa. God nurse ni doctor kra wasem. Doctor ne pe nurse ni wampene.
It injection na wodro wo no negativity no tayechi. Negative vibration or teach. What heals people is not the physical thing that you know, or your energy no or as in nature, you know. And it's simple. On internet is banupo, obinez man yedo, obinez man yedo. Eniji or is by nature na po. Obinez man yedo.
Asibit me.
Eniji or is by nature no is by yedo. So this mama kanenda no. It is constant. BBA make sure you are putting a very negative thought, a very positive thought, a very joyful. Let your attitude, let your everything that you put behind anything be joyous. At myself, I wait when you constantly, you create a very solid security force around you. You pay your bonnet then upon menu.
We person no enya contact if you person we so wa utimi be am so we person wa wo banye we person akola na suban bi koso wonti ase or ye ne ma bi why confused just want to be sure or krakra ba be stra na betima ya mani papa number be ni betima frɛ
eba am e frɛ ofene pocho na me frɛ man WhatsApp on ba na me frɛ e frɛ Yeba 0277 677 97.
0277
677
677
797
797 0277 677 797 027 Tro mpacho me pona frɛ me a number den kulem enumenu me kan me trim 0277 677 797.
I want to open type in echo social media baby Mekra.
Mekra
inbox
MEKRA Mekra in your space one word MEKRA social media baby okay
type Mekra. Let's send the inbox.
Wow.
About respond.
Wow.
Then you take you through the process.
Wow. Number is 024. Now wait my friend. If you have any question to ask Osofo Kojo Bento, Onyamekese Chrome, Agro Kwenyako, Ubeso question be at the man maybe 0249 507429. Hello. You what about Ben? We didn't say na kasa friend.
I'm the prince in Kasafi Mala.
Yeah, that's been your prince.
We might hear from you. Happy New Year. Your question. This program now we are last part at my children then he said, if I'm the one.
Esupa Nisa.
Saka because my name is the man.
Pacho Fabrem, one Pacho.
Okay,
On a public between the Abba, many are between the Abba, just security magic. Why?
Okay, me a taxi that my bag in my sabbath.
You, Tidao Fahabia Fabrem.
Okay, you.
With us. Hello.
Hello, Nyansa.
Yeah, Pacho din is an Akasafri.
Yeah, from a Kwachi, Nakasafri Kanishi.
Into Kwachi.
Papa Nasi, your economy, yes, Papa.
Okay.
Opposite can be business, said you, my country be back, I could get it. And I could disagree. And the woman, Miss Wubu, I must make a man, or be uncousin, and from what is now.
Okay. You, Pacho Bechi, why?
What are you?
But that's it. And until I waha. And as soon as we maybe some question be up, so be said, yeah, that's it. 0249 507429.
Yano. Inti, as I'm American in there, Akezi, Bwane Damano, Yimpana Eko Kunson, so Adolfo, or Maminum, or Papano Busia. The me Busiana Woru Suni Nano, a Suni Nano or in prison, or bro lower vibration energy. The man, but so be take 1,000 years. Po ansana I serve and one of swini nana them 1,000 years or their question on reasa or woman na emo wenuaje ansana awe etume free awewunu
inti nyasa wa fa ho de wo fa ho de untim fa ho
or your wife supposed them hell na work show.
Okay, yeah, that's it. Hello.
Hello, Sofo Nyansa.
Yeah, Mpacho din is an Akasafri.
Jiwonu
Mpacho itu.
A question baby son ebina papa eswa bisa na me bisa say so betimia adi moja ago form ama busumu ani nyema bia no da mintia se o ani pa moja ana akukọ na hwie moja
Mpacho show no ankasa wutie ye de
ama matipa
okan moja ben Anti no obeka the amount why
sir
obeka the amount
ana ne kura no se jiwfo ne akristo asem a wokan se ade no yesu ba ya no enyina ya jitum se yuda force onye ni papa panto mu mpe na asem ati se asem no me de enteda nya oha obi ama me biom nti so ka se yesu kristo oba economy no ase ne bibia se ya enti bi sa papa se ono so no yesu ni papa pa na o ni papa ne
Ebacho economy no kai minim se ote de okana se a
ase matia se wo si di pa bebre abranti afolo no nti ma wo ma ja wo mo adwuma
nti opesa nti no in the real fact ne say de no oye no say ejufo ne da anka omo ni asema na mboa nti sa pepepero no so repeat the amount. So I don't know what your confusion was. The way business asema yesu kan na anya ne den was sorry tiano. So nenya asem the same thing. And our day AI knowledge into obey you first question. Hello.
Optim sign 1.
Yeah, Mpacho din is an Akasafri.
Ima from Amasaman.
Yenti Ima.
Mr. Contribution that can better me and say, once all my name soon Nsem and I ask Nsem no Kana Sangasano. So many normal bar or my 7. If you are yes, is super pill. Once I say power say they be our bad, nothing about what can say what I say a day on the word or tell you to say a bit pejaya, and I say a bit ascendi. In the end, you may be my day ascendi. And I would see a pencil at the same thing on a day, air can't hear the masses, some will be in the moment.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. My for calling, see, I say. No, so see it with the Nsem Muja being today, Muja.
The our anti-American, our aim na eboku. Yimpa da aka ya aze no me ka kire me si dubio yimpa no owe busia onye na anguti no nemo owe busia na ebusia no so wa yankofo na yankofo so wa yankofo se yimpa 1000 no oba yankofo na yase impako na yase no obosuya ebo hwehwe dem 1000 se ewa ebo hwehwe dem 1000 be mo wo bia
nipa wo action no cause pain
no
ma won no
be mo bia Ghana nyina no osuya
otwakola biti Ghana fo nyina no demo
dangerous dem ewa if them say echo point of zero na or they ko hwehwe them million people no be mo bia na mo bia ne no agye ansa na awu etume fi dem are ho num and dem eba asase do 100 million times per time ya woreba ho
tie hwe moja no
nti moja na mleka no oya abo no moja onye nyimpa na abo no so nti na eyam abo na amambra ebisa ansa na da abo no ne moja na eguo se ebisa na abo no so mpena ebotua ka
so bisa na abo no makwan moja no wajitum nti na mpanyimfo wonyi awon wonyi mfom no waka che odai embo bi po woruko na enhwe wonyi na ho amambra wo okay ya das nti gi se upacho be bia gi se wo hunim de
men sorry kakanen kay abo bi wo ekuna nkuni yer abo no so boku
nti nya bibia keke osore na wo ye se wo hunim de get the right person na nipa no obeya no waye unimu a don't try nti no ehɔ ne nim de a ene ye de eka ho de ama so of course you been to das o number ne bi 027 797 that's no bre minim so be share obi say wo bibia be kan twato ana yen sorry
make rebusian for what shey na all the macro family community Onyamekasu Chrome community scattered across the face of the earth when you know guys, you know I love you, I say it all the time obi biara ole chre in sampano miyim obi biara nezin obi okra miyim nezin quotation master mewo biara na nanu minshiro miyim mama Evelyn so the mewo biara na nanu minshiro obi biara kan sampe biara no na nanu minshiro wan ye okese koda na kan sampano mama suro nda wanyim da in the corner eka or the wanyim eka fe nije techi e de yide techi a imagine that I know you can campaign na you need a question of a dimension. Obey the day. Mama obi and
heaven
no. Bro, heaven in fortune. Heaven in fortune. Faith dimension is the power to create. Intermission amakono. Imagine ye ne ko do ni if Ghana. Imagine them ye be am Ghana man.
Papa Dasi. How am I sorry? Me did me say Femi Nyansa Boakwa. My number is 0249 50742. Now also follow me personally. Nyansa TV on YouTube. I know subscribe to my channel and as a Facebook, no follow me. I means me a guy follow me. And subscribe it. Nyame inshallah. Me dey see me na be ma the dawn and a twaso. Upon other bands up next. Bye for now.
It's time to believe in you. We are changing, so should you. If you dream